Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Martyna, and perhaps I should say welcome back to me too, because after another long unplanned break, I am really looking forward to coming back to this channel, coming back to crafting, rejoining this wonderful crafty community. And yeah, I was thinking what would be a good idea for my first video back, and so I thought, how about we take a little bit of a trip down memory lane and look through some of my old junk journals, because this is what this channel is really about: making journals, journal flip-throughs, journal with me's, making ephemera to put in our journals, all of that good stuff. And so I thought we could look through some of my personal journals, that some of them are completed, some of them are still a work in progress, and I would show you guys some examples of how I use my pages, what I use my journals for, and maybe, you know, I will get inspired by looking through my old stuff, and perhaps some of you guys will get inspired as well. And yeah, so that's the idea. As you can see, I have a lot of journals here. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, with what it was before my break, then you will know that I made a lot of journals throughout the years, and most of those I sold in my Etsy shop. I was making them for my Etsy shop, and so a lot of them have new homes, which I am very happy about. But some of them I made for myself because I love using junk journals for a variety of things. And so I'm going to have chapters in this video, so you can skip around, but basically I would like to share with you two main categories of journals: journals that I use for memory keeping, and journals that I use for like art and expression and collage and all of that good stuff. So I'm probably going to divide this video into those two. And yeah, without further ado, let's start. I just want to say that I am quite nervous. Like I said, I haven't filmed a video in a long time, and so I apologize if there are any awkward pauses, or if I sound awkward or anything like that. Please bear with me. But yeah, I'm very excited about filming again and about looking through my old journals with you guys. So I thought we could start with in a chronological order. This is a junk journal that is very near and dear to my heart. This is the first ever junk journal that I made. All of these journals that I'm going to be showing you guys today are handmade by me. But yes, this was the very first one. This was a lot of learning experience, a lot of mistakes along the way, a lot of ways to fix those mistakes. Those post-it notes, I just marked some pages that I would like to especially show to you guys. But yeah, let me show you how it looks. So what I love to use in my journals, basically anything. If you guys are like me, and I know a lot of you are, you collect a lot of stuff from your life: leaflets, tickets, pieces of fabric, all of those stuff. And for me, before I started junk journaling, I never had a spot to put those things in. They would lie in a box somewhere, forgotten. I would very rarely look through them. And so this is what junk journaling gave me, which is a place to put all of those treasures. And yeah, and just flip through them. So like I said, my first ever junk journal, I finished it in April 2019, so some time ago. I have this pocket here out of a vintage handkerchief, And yeah, so for instance, this first page, or second page, I should say, here, this documents my first ever sold junk journal, which I shipped on 17th of April 2019. And so I love this little swatch page because it just jogs my memory. As you can see, I used some bits of paper, wallpaper and lace and fabric that I used to create this particular journal. And so all of those scraps, you know, they can have a place in your junk journal. Another thing, I'm just going to be removing those sticky notes as we go. Another thing that I love to put in my junk journals is packaging from things that I order, that I get in my life. I love to keep those as little mementos, and also, I don't know, I just love how they look in my journal, I suppose, how they add a different texture, and maybe even an interactive element. So packaging is definitely what I keep. I actually bound another handkerchief to this journal as a sort of page. That's something I haven't done in a while, so maybe I have to look at it. A lot of pages in this particular junk journal are empty, just because 2019 for me personally was a little bit of a hard year. So I was more than ready to move to my 2020 junk journal, but still, because it was such a creative, such a learning experience for me making this journal, this is like a finished project for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, so here I have just a paper bag. I pretty much covered it all with collaging, and inside I put a journaling card. So paper bags, great supply to use in our junk journals. What's next? Oh, I have a page that is just washi tape swatches, and I love how it looks. I still love a lot of those tapes. I still have a lot of those tapes. Like, washi tape is this one supply which never seems to end and always seems to accumulate. Just some messy pen swatches as well. Then I have this little spread. So this is a bit of a birthday pizza. Yeah, just a random photo of a pizza. I have some sugar packets from a cafe that I really like. Some tiny little tag from a piece of jewelry, I believe, that I got. And then I also love junk journals for keeping all of the like greeting cards, birthday cards, all of those cards that I used to stick in boxes and never look at them again, but they are here. They have a home. Some more like swatching of different laces. So there is that. Then this spread, I'm pretty sure, is the very first junk journal with me, or this double spread junk journal with me video that I posted here on the channel, and I will have a playlist for all of my junk journal with me videos in the description box. But yes, so I have photos. To me, I love printed photos, so in a way, my junk journals are also like photo albums, like glorified photo albums with commentary and with all of the other things. But I have receipts from some trips, more photos, more journaling in just random spots, stickers. I love it. I love it. It makes me really happy. This was a fun spread. So when I was planning my Christmas journals, probably from 2019, which went to my Etsy store, I just used some various bits of paper that I had lying around to plan how I wanted them to look and what I wanted to make with them. And then I just glued all of this here together so that I have it here to look back on, and I love it. These are so messy, but so fun. Okay, And then this is another thing. I love doing paint swatches. So a lot of my journal covers, even this one, are hand painted with acrylic paints. And for this collection, I was mixing some paints together, just wanting to see how the colors look together. And so I swatched all of the combinations here, marked them, you know, which color is which, so I could do it again. And just a cute little page here. YouTube challenge 5 on a dime. This is July 2019, so long ago, but for a little while, me and those 3 wonderful creators, we had this little a challenge on YouTube, where we would pick, one of us would pick 5 random items, and all of us would make a project with them and a video with them, and it was so much fun. And then what else do I have here? I have more paint swatches. I don't know about you guys, but I love how paint swatches look, like in general. So I love to put them in my journal. I have a gorgeous letter from a subscriber that was sent to me. So this is also a great place to store all of your happy mail or of your letters, just physical items that would otherwise not have a home, perhaps, and some beautiful happy mail items that I received, and I'm so happy that they are here. And I think that's it for this particular journal. I love it. I don't mind that so many of these pages are blank, because I have so many memories of making this journal, and I just love it. And then we come to this one. This is my 2020 journal. This, out of all of my memory keeping journals, this has to be my favorite. Look at all of this goodness, all of those edges. I just love this journal so much. There are also some unfinished pages, well, unfinished empty pages in this one, but I am calling this one finished just because it's so thick and it was getting really difficult to work in it. But oh, I love this book so much. This is a gorgeous book page, a frame again, some charms on the spine. And let me just make sure we are in frame because it's so big. Okay, that should be fine. So like I said, 2020, maybe some 2021 as well here, and a few pages that I want to show you guys here. So firstly, I received another lovely happy mail, and what I did on these pages is I just took this like a tag, just a normal, you know, cream paper tag, and I swatched on it. I hope the camera is picking it up, but I swatched all the different lace samples and lace pieces that a friend sent to me, and I used a paper bag to keep it in. I definitely love reusing paper bags and also junk mail envelopes. And some more lace swatching here. What else do we have? This one. So this one is full of what's it called? Packaging from some stationery items that I got. So I have my mud liners, so pens, notebooks, to-do pad. I have this, which is what Leuchtturm 1917, so again a notebook. I love collecting all of those bits and pieces and adding them to my journal. Just a random assortment of photos, again a glorified photo album. I have some movie tickets, so this is nice because this also has a date, this has an address where we were in the movie theater. So yeah, love to keep those those two. This was a little trip that we took, and so I have a leaflet from a place where we were, a business card, some photos, some journalings, a lot of stickers. Oh, I just wanted to show you guys, I love how a page full of tabs, just the most random tabs, looks, because what I have here is a piece of lace with just a ball pin and some beads. I have a vintage ticket and just a couple of the most random scraps. All of those are stapled to the edge of the page, and I love how it looks. So what else do we have here? More stationery, packaging. This is personal planner, this is happy planner, swatching some beautiful iridescent acrylic paints that I got from Arteza. This sticker is also from the happy planner. I have this gorgeous painting that my sister painted and gifted to me. I am really happy that it's here. I just love the colors of these pages. They make me really happy. What else? Just pages and pages of similar things, gift tags, photos. This was actually a YouTube video as well. And yeah, what else do we have here? Some packaging from takeout food that we ordered. This little spread contains two really fun for me items. So in this pocket we have, I did some sketching on like very messy very messy sketching on some tea stained paper of what I wanted my craft room to look like when we were moving. I don't think it ever looked like that. Well, maybe in the beginning. I actually remember my little desk like this. But it changed so many times throughout the years, so it's nice to have it here. And this is the first, well, this is a receipt, like a super long receipt from the very first grocery shopping that me and my husband, then boyfriend, did when we first moved in together. So this is just you know, it's not nothing grand, it's just everyday life, but I love having it here. Oh, okay, so this is actually a bit of a separate section in this journal. I added eyelets and a ribbon to section it off because it documents Christmas 2020, and I have a lot here. I have a lot of gift tags, so I used some of my handmade tags and cards for gift tags or present tags, some Christmas ephemera. I have photos, more photos, just covering some pictures of family members. I added a lot of those little like decorations that my mom likes to put on the gifts, on the presents under the Christmas tree. So I'm very happy to have them here. This was our first Christmas tree. And in here, I actually have this junk bag. I don't remember what was in it. I would normally, you know, just throw it away, recycle it. But I decided to put some of the needles from our very first Christmas tree in it with glitter, and yeah, and it's a little memory. We also, on my channel, made some Christmas DIY embellishments, and I put some of them here. Some more photos tacked there. This again is just a little clip that probably decorated a gift. And so I love having all of these here. This is just a spread of some more random packaging. I have a little card from lovemeblue.co.uk, which I believe I bought some sari silk from, and just packaging from a watch. And then this is a little map, that we printed when we were playing this game Genshin Impact, and we were just marking some collectibles that we were gathering on the map. Anything else here? Let's see, more memories, more photos. Oh, and this was a very fun class that me and my friends attended, where we were doing lithography, which is printing with plans, and oil paint. And some of those prints I kept elsewhere, but a lot of them I just wanted to put in my journal because I love how they look. These are so cool. So this is also that. Some more paint swatching. Yeah, and that would be it for this huge journal. Then we have this one. I kind of downsized again after my huge 2020 journal, although I will say I definitely, with my junk journals, I definitely preferred the larger size of the cover of the papers, but this is a cute one. I have a little flower fairy here in the window, a lot of decoupage and crackling paint effects. In this one, are we in frame? Yes. So here, what do I have here? Packaging from iPad Pro. My husband got Procreate and he started doing like practicing some digital drawing and painting, and while he is not doing it anymore, let me just quickly peel this off. I love having it here. I think these are gorgeous. I love them. Look at those beautiful feathers. A little apple sticker here, then some photos, and I got a beautiful package from a friend, and so I kept it here. I don't have this PO box anymore, so I'm not covering anything up, but I'm so happy to have it here. And I tore it off, probably off an envelope, and I used the other side to just do some journaling, to extend this little page that I had here. Then this was in a video, I'm pretty sure. This was all about things that bring me joy, and I made this cute swatch piece with paper scraps, because paper scraps and just paper definitely make me happy. I have some vintage postage stamps, beautiful flowers, my gold leaf trim, just swatching some nail polish colors that I loved at that time, some flower stickers, just things that bring me joy, and they still do, honestly. This hasn't changed. Then I have some packaging from a jewelry piece that my husband gifted me, and then underneath here I have a card from my sister. Again, very happy to have a place for it. This is just a page. Oops, I think this is stuck here a little bit, where I used a piece of packaging, which is really pretty, to add more packaging inside. So there is that. Here I received my Galen leather order. I ordered a beautiful like faux leather cover Tomoe River notebook, but this was a long time ago. And yeah, and I just added this card that I got, this little pouch with this little tag that I love having here, some postage stamps, then more cards. So this is an envelope in which I put a card, again like a card from some jewelry. This was my 30th birthday, was it? Yes, I think it was. My mom baked me a carrot cake for birthday, which is my absolute favorite. Then more photos, and I just wanted to show you guys that if you have more photos than you are willing to glue on the pages, or you just want to have a bit of an interactive element, I love just putting additional photos in pockets. So this is also a nice idea, and yeah, I think that's it for this one. This journal we definitely made together. This is a journal made entirely out of a paper bag, which is, you know, for some people junk in and of itself. Complete with the handles. I love this journal so much. I have a piece of a cover from Daphne's Diary magazine here on the front and also on the back, and just some scraps of gorgeous fabrics and a vintage button that I've sewn here. This needs to be glued down. But I also have a pocket here, so I kept one side of the paperback pocket so I could add additional photos and ephemera, and I consider this journal as a sort of work in progress. I'm still going to be adding all of those or most of those to the pages, but I'm very happy to have them here in one place. So here I have a spread documenting some books that I read and loved, which is also a very nice idea, I think, to make a journal to document your books or shows that you watch or media that you consume, something along these lines. This is just a piece of probably like a manual from a vacuum cleaner that we got. Some more random ephemera. This is from a lollipop, I believe. This is some leaflet and a card from this shop Crafty, which I love. I think it's based in Spain, but they ship in Europe, so if you are in need of crafting supplies, I can definitely recommend. This was when I got a beautiful package from Tattered, and so I decided to use some of the items on this page and just like little swatches. So I have one sticker, I have their card, this sticker, some just swatches of papers and fabrics that they sent me, and then this is packaging from probably like a pack of stickers or pack of ephemera. And then we have more packaging. This one is from Hobonichi, so it opens like that, and more Hobonichi packaging, which is very cute. And yeah, I think for now that's it in this journal, but like I said, this I consider to be a work in progress, so I am going to be filling a lot of these pages. And then last but one for this memory keeping category, and I definitely have a tutorial for this little journal on the channel as well as my travel journal. I made this one specifically for this one trip that me and my husband took a few years ago now to Malta, and so I used a vintage like map page, which is very cool because I actually have Malta here. And then I used some postage stamps, vintage postage stamps, and some vintage, some not. So I really love it. Definitely still a work in progress when it comes to this journal. This little piece, like a, what would we call it, library pocket with a tag, we also made together on the channel. I love making ephemera like this. I have a lot of maps and tickets and leaflets and photos still to put in this journal. So definitely a work in progress, but I still wanted to show you guys that you can make a journal either for traveling in general or maybe for one specific trip if you have a lot of ephemera, and you can just add all of those things that you don't want to throw away but that would otherwise not have a place. This is from a hotel. We used to have our like a hotel card in it, and I just have some more photos from an aquarium that's a difficult word, but yes. So this is this one very quickly. And the last one that I wanted to show you guys in this memory keeping category is my current junk journal. I've been using it for some time. This is, again, all of them are handmade. This one is actually soft cover, so I made this cover with faux, like vegan leather. I cut a window here for a handkerchief. I have a vintage doily, some vintage gorgeous fabrics, and I love this journal so much. And I actually started marking some pages, but then I decided that I think I can just quickly flip through it, because I don't have that much here yet in this journal. So again, photos. This here, I just put some packaging from allergy medicine that I was taking last year, and I just wrote, "These don't work." I had horrible allergies last year. This is a fun little piece. So this was when I was probably like sitting on a couch. I had this idea for an ephemera piece that I would like to maybe make a video of, or just make for my journal, and I did some notes like that, and I clipped this in my journal. Okay, more photos. I love photos, so they are definitely a large part of my journaling, but as you can see, it's not the only part. So you can definitely journal without photos if you don't have an easy way to print them. So this was a fun day when we went to a Vincent van Gogh interactive digital exhibition, something like that. And this is an altered junk mail envelope, which we definitely made together on the channel. And inside I bought some postcards in the gallery, and I used them for either journaling space or a place to add more photos. So this is also something that I look for wherever I am. I love postcards. More like packaging. And this is, as you can see, this is fading. This is a receipt. So one tip I guess I have for you guys, if you would like to preserve some information on your receipts, because they will probably fade with time, is just go over the bits that are of interest to you with a pen, because as you can see, the name of the restaurant, Vegan AF Ramen, did not fade because I went over it with a gel pen. Some more packaging from tissues. Yeah, I needed a lot of them that year. Then I have this beautiful paper bag from the Netherlands that I was hoarding, and inside I have this little journaling spot, which we also made together. So in this journal I made a point of using a lot of my handmade ephemera, and I love it. So I just did some journaling inside here. Then this spread, some faves. I used some packaging or some like clothing tags of the things that bring me joy, or that, you know, were bringing me joy back then. I numbered them so that I remember what they are. And this is, I love adding clothing tags because they are like, I don't know, I love having interactive bits. This also flips, so there's a lot of flips and flaps and interactive bits in these journals. Then this is a beautiful birthday card that my sister painted me, and I had it on my shelf for the longest time, but I finally had a journal large enough or tall enough to put it in, so it's found its home there. Then this one, again, an altered junk mail envelopes. You guys, do not throw away junk mail envelopes, especially like window envelopes. I love them so much. Just collage all over them, and you can reuse them as pockets. And this is probably a tag that we made from a collage masterboard, and I have some journaling on the back. Here I used eyelets and some jump rings to add this fold out piece with some crafty techniques that I want to try. And also another idea, I actually made this video but this was another idea that I had for an ephemera piece to share on my channel. I was documenting my crafty space, how it looked at that point in time, which is also nice. I have some ephemera from we had a training at work. This one we went go-karting. I hope it's called like that in English. I don't know, but again, some packaging and also some like cards and business cards. It's my Baldur's Gate obsession documented here, and I took a lot of notes. This is a video game, if you are not familiar with it, but I took a lot of notes about my strategies and my builds and all of that, and I finally completed the game on the hardest difficulty level, but I was well and truly obsessed. I love this game so much. Here I have a gorgeous card from a beautiful subscriber who sent me so many stunning things, and so I swatched some of them here in my journal. Look at those gorgeous washi tapes. I just love them so much. And then more random packaging, because I can't throw away anything, it would seem, although these items are quite themed because all of them are hair products. And I added a little photo of myself. So my hair is naturally wavy, but I rarely wear it like that. I usually straighten it because it's just easier for me, but I was trying to embrace the wave, and I was trying to dye my hair at home, which did not work. It literally did nothing for my hair. So this is just from a beautiful walk that me and my and this is, I don't know where this is supposed to be. But from a beautiful walk me and my mom took, and I just had some business cards and again postcards used for some additional photo space. Then I have this vellum pocket that I had in my stash for more photos. Again, love to have like loose photos that you can pull out and just go through like that. This was November 2024 highlights, and so I just have a few photos and this was documenting my love for Nespresso pumpkin spice cake, which they had, I think they have it every year actually. Got bangs. We had our wedding photo shoot, which was pretty much a year after the wedding. But that's okay. My incredible friend from work, he offered to make this like free of charge for us, so this was amazing. And I love how autumnal those photos are, even though our wedding was in winter, because autumn is definitely my favorite season. More packaging. Why not? More business cards from places we went to, some mail that we got, some just random memories here and there, swatching colored pencils. And this is a section that I completely like just washi taped here, taken from another notebook. I am using this notebook now as my reading journal, but I started as a bullet journal. So yeah, I love how these look. I just don't do bullet journaling anymore. It's not I don't need it, and it's also a bit too much work for me when it comes to planning. This I have a scrap piece of paper with some like game notes. Me and my mom and my sister, we love this one card game, so we often just play when we are together, some random swatching. And I have this sectioned out because I have some personal information there, but I wanted to show you guys this little ribbon. So I took this from a wedding bouquet that my mom gifted me and my husband, and when it was time to get rid of the flowers, I took this out and just stapled it to my journal. Then again, I have just a random appreciation spread for my puppy Zuzia. Love adding photos to my journals, and I think that's it. I have 2 random spreads, sort of scrapbooking, trying scrapbooking. I can't do layouts or anything like that very well, but I had some photos that I really liked and I wanted them to have their own space. So that's what this is, and this is the rest of the journal that I still have. Now, as you can see, it's already so thick, so I am a bit worried about the space, but we will see how big it ends up to be. And so with this journal, we end the memory keeping section of this video, and let me show you some collage journals. So this is what I would call my art junk journals, collage junk journals, and again, I have tutorials for both of these on the channel and for many process videos of me working in these. But first, let me show you guys this one. This is just a book, a really pretty book that I have, a vintage one that I got £2.99, but I got it probably on Amazon. And so what I decided to do is I took out some of the pages. I definitely need to take out more and use them otherwise in my journals, and I decided to just do some art journaling. I think I only have 2 pages here, but whenever I feel the need to get mixed mediary, I have the space to do some of that. So there is this one. Then I have this, which is one of my favorites, and please don't mind, oh, this is completely falling apart, so definitely something I need to fix. But this is definitely one of my favorite journals I ever made. This is made from an old book cover. I have, you know, it was a little beaten up, as you can see, some like old tape marks, but it's so pretty and it's so serene. I called it Nature Musings. I just love this book cover so much, and I love this journal. So let me open this up, and I will try to be gentle so that my signature doesn't completely fall up away. But I am going to have to fix it after this video now. Okay, we're fine. So I used some wrapping paper, sorry. I used some wrapping paper on the front and the back cover, and this journal is not for memory keeping. This journal is for like just playing with my supplies, collaging, adding different bits and pieces to the pages, using different papers, using up my ephemera. I love this one so much. I have a full flip through, so I'm just going to go quickly through it. But whenever there is some handwriting, it's usually just quotes that I found on Pinterest or Instagram. No memory keeping here, and yet this journal brings so many memories to my mind. So I love this one. Again, I have a tendency to put too many pages in my journals when I make them, and this one definitely could not take any more collaging, so I call it complete. even though some of the pages technically don't have anything on them. Love an old envelope here. So there is this one, and a very similar concept is this little journal. This one was made from a Daphne's Diary magazine's cover with some scrapbooking paper on the spine and the magazine cover on the back as well. And this is different colors, different papers, but just a similar idea, just an art journal, creative expression, just playing with paper. And this is not complete yet, so it's still a work in progress. And I filmed a lot of videos of me working in this particular journal. I love this, here on the channel, so I will try to link those as well if you would like to see me create any of these pages. I love how all of the pages in this one have torn edges. Well, almost all of them, at least the bigger pages have torn edges. This was, I believe, one of the, or maybe the last video, that process video that I filmed in this journal. I love this spread so much, with some book pages which we added modeling paste on, and paints and whatnot, and some Daphne's Diary magazine images. Yeah, so there is this one. Okay, so that would be all of the journals that I wanted to show you guys, and thank you so much for sticking throughout the video. If you are still here, thank you so much for taking this walk down memory lane with me. I really need to fix this. I am really looking forward to coming back to crafting with you, making journals, and using them. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of, actually, let me show you. I have a lot of ephemera that we made throughout the years that I still want to use and put in some of my journals. So so this is going to be exciting. And yeah, thank you so much again for watching today, and I will see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Bye!